Hello, hello. Hi guys, how you doing? How's it going? Barry, Miss Cat, Mr. Go, Mr. Hazard, Mr. Dragon, and Mr. Funk, and Swifty Kitty. Says the same thing all the time. You wouldn't even know, Brandigo. You're never here anymore. Oh, jeez. The early goos are my favorite. They are my favorite. You guys are my favorite goo-woos. Don't call me out. Oh, Brandon, go. Brandon, go. I hope everyone's okay on this, hot summer day. Or maybe it's winter where you are. Bum, 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 bum. Mr. Blue Flame V22. It's dark and rainy here. We had a tiny bit of rain last night. Tiny bit of rain. You know, the usual. Actually, it's not the usual at all. Alright, let's play. Let's play. Are you guys ready? Are you ready for some hype Ace Attorney content? That was weird. Like, I wasn't even, like, moving the controller there. Stick drift. Oh boy. Anyways, yeah, welcome back to Phoenix Star Ace Attorney. Last time we finished up episode 4, we got Edgeworth declared innocent. And Maya left us. Feels bad. And now we're here in episode 5. We don't know a lot. Cannon's playing Smash Bros. Ultimate again. He always is. But, we have Emma Skye, Maya 2.0, and her sister is on trial. For murder, of course. Everything's for murder in this game. And she's admitting guilt, which is not good. But we'll see what happens. Let's go. You're playing Path of Diablo. Hello, Ketchup. Hello. Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do it. How did the investigation go yesterday, Mr. Wright? There's still a lot of gray areas. Or rather, the whole thing is one big gray area. Don't worry about me. No matter what the outcome, I'm ready to accept my fate. I believe in you, sis. Mr. Wright, let me offer you a word of advice. A defense attorney should never believe their client. What? But that's like my whole, like, shtick. Believe in yourself, and I will believe in you, or something. The defendant is called to trial because they are suspected of wrongdoing. Never forget that. Miss Skye, you remind me a lot of Mia. Hey, that's me! I'm in the game, kind of. There's one decisive difference between you and her. You're not a defense attorney. I believe it's almost time for the trial. Good luck, Mr. Wright. Oh man, here we go. My first trial without a Fae helping me. No one's going to bail me out this time. What about Emma? What if she bails you out? Or, you know, boobs. You can have boobs flash on the screen sometime. Let's do it, Mr. Wright. I'll be with you the whole way. See? I told you. She's Maya 2.0. She's so much better. No help for this case. You're screwed. No. Barry, I'm jealous. I'm jealous. Court is now in session for the trial of Miss Lana Skye. Low volume, mumble, boobs. Mr. Caustic, why do you have me on low volume? Excuse me? The defense is ready, Your Honor. The prosecution has been ready for a while. Oh, okay. Okay, Edgeworth. It's been 2 months, but I haven't been in a courtroom since this trial. Emma's so cute. Emma is so cute. I hope that personal feelings will not be a part of the proceedings today, Mr. Wright. I will choose the path I think is right, regardless of what those around me might say. The judgment to be made here is in our hands, not those of anyone else.
I've never seen anything like this.
I've never seen anything like this. Oh my goodness. Thank you for the 1500 bits, Mr. Dragon. You're crazy. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Guess I should be seeing how much crap I get. Oh man. Yeah, you got owned. Get wrecked. I'm just kidding. But thank you, thank you. Very well, Mr. Edgeworth. Your opening statement, please. Chief Prosecutor Lana Skye has committed an unpardonable crime. Not only this, but she was rash enough to commit it in the prosecutor's office lot. Wow, he's so much more forceful in person. I suddenly feel like confessing to everything. Look how big his freaking hand is. We got the damn cheaters next. If we monetize teasing Mia, I'm going to be broke. Barry, please, that's not... It's not a thing. She will now pay for her rashness with her life. That sounds like you're gonna kill her or something. A professional witness. Call your first witness, Mr. Edgeworth. Miss Angel Star, the lunch lady. I don't really like this girl. I'm just gonna say that right now. You ordered the caviar lunch? No, caviar is gross. It's eggs. I've never eaten caviar before. The judge is really wolfing it down. Ah, and for you, a Fiesta Bowl. Thanks. Never pay your tab. Mr. Caustic, please. And you, sir. Did you order the fingerprint lunch? It's too early for lunch. Your name and profession, please. Well, Your Honor, how does it taste? This is why everyone raves about caviar. It's so tasty, it hurts. I always thought caviar would taste like pickled tapioca. What? Slam. Name, profession, now. Oh, snap. The name is Angel Star. Don't go forgetting it. I find myself running Lunchland these days. Is that what you wanted me to say, Mr. Edgeworth? Very well. Please describe the incident to us. The prosecution will wait. I'm not finished eating. Judge, please! We're playing a game here. We can't wait for you to eat. Jesus. We usually call on the police to provide a description of the crime. I am a professional. Uh-huh. What exactly does that mean? Until 2 years ago, Miss Angel Star was a special investigator with the police. She was a first-rate homicide detective. What? Miss Star was a detective? Uh-huh. I know who you are. Cough up. Queen Angel Star. Hello, Mr. Darksider. Hello. You may continue with the description, Miss Star. If I might have the court's attention over here. Was a detective. The parking lot at the prosecutor's office is divided into 2 blocks. A block is for the prosecutor's office personnel. The B block is for visitors and clients. You beat second Divine Beast in Zelda. Are you playing Breath of the Wild? Nice. Are you going for all the shrines? A chain divider separates the two blocks. I suppose that's to keep visitors from taking up prosecutors' spaces. The crime took place by a car in the back of A block in the car's trunk. The killer stabbed the victim with his knife and went to drive the body out. Yes. Unfortunately for her, there was a witness and an arrest was made on the spot. It was me. It was me. The parking lot floor plans. Did you see the very moment of the crime? Of course, Your Honor. Immediately after that, I apprehended the chief prosecutor. It seems rather cut and dry, doesn't it? It always seems like that, and then we find out holes, and then turns out you were lying the entire time. Seems that some poor losers are unwilling to accept the truth. Shall I proceed to crush what little hope they have remaining? Wait, are they talking about me? You bought Fairy Tale, like the anime? Ba 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 ba. Somehow I always knew a day like this would come. I was on my way to deliver a lunchbox to my boyfriend when I sensed something. Perhaps it was my finely honed detective's intuition at work. Whoa, stabby stabby. Through the wire fence, I saw the chief prosecutor standing next to a garish car. The chief prosecutor was holding a knife in her right hand. There's a Fairy Tale. I've never even seen Fairy Tale. She thrust the pointy tip of the knife into Detective Goodman's chest. A pointy tip. Bringing a lunchbox to your boyfriend, how touching. As you can see, there is no room for doubt. The key point of your testimony seems to be nothing other than the point of the knife. How does it feel to be so utterly crushed? I'm still thinking about that. It's merely a flesh wound. I wasn't stabbed. Mr. Wright, you may cross-examine the witness. Big tits bitch has to have done it. You watch your language, Mr. Blue Flame. This is a family-friendly stream. It's time for hold it's. I respect the prosecutor's basic abhorrence of crime. Yet their methods are ugly and twisted. Twisted methods will always lead to tragedy. The lunch lady's uninformed opinion is duly noted. Given that they are used to erasing inconvenient evidence at their whim. Killing off a detective that knew too much is merely an extension of that. Miss Starr, do you have something personal against prosecutors? I felt that I had found my dream job when I became an investigator. And if I hadn't been laid off by those prosecutors over there, I'd still be one. Okay, prosecutors are nothing more than worms. There's no models for secondary NPCs? I am a pro, as you know. My testimony is unbiased and flawless. Okay. It is fairly friendly for the most part, you know. Somewhat family friendly. She got fired and is framing the person that fired her. Yeah, that's basically what's going on here. This boyfriend, he's the detective. Not that boyfriend, the security guard. That boyfriend? You have several? Yes, this boyfriend, that boyfriend, and the other boyfriend. Care to join? The yet another boyfriend position is still open. Oh my god. I'll stick with the lunches, thanks. Note to self. The judge has to think before replying. Oh my god, Emma's so cute. The security guard room is in the lot, in A block. What kind of game is this? It's a lawyer game. She really is a hooker. It's up on the second level so you can see everything from there. That would be the room with the security sign. Incidentally, did you bring in your lunchboxes by car? Since I'm a visitor now, I parked in B block. So she was in B block when she witnessed the crime. Okay. You sensed something, so you're saying you had a premonition of the murder. It felt like, how would you say? Oh yes. It was like the feeling you get when you view a pumpkin chuck full of seeds. What? Speaking of detective's intuition, wasn't the victim Mr. Bruce Goodman also a detective? He was like a young cheese. A young cheese? A pale white cheese, not yet tangy with experience on the streets. A greenhorn. Arrest him and his cute Pomeranian missile. Then I must be hard, yellowed, and sharp as a tack. Yeah, with the odor of an old cheese to match. Ooh, dang girl, you go. In any case, there in the lot, I felt something stirring in the back of my mind. Through the wire fence, I saw the chief prosecutor standing next to a garish car. You mean Mr. Edgeworth's car? Mr. Edgeworth's car? Incidentally, the knife with which the victim was stabbed was also Mr. Edgeworth's. Indeed it was. That's like crazy how... Oh my goodness. And the person you saw, you are sure it was the defendant? I saw her from no further than 30 feet away. I am certain it was her. We're doomed. Let's just do what we can. Even if we don't have any proof, we can always nitpick. Witness, in your testimony you clearly stated the following. Prosecutors are nothing more than worms. Ergo, you are a biased witness. True? You might want to keep those silly opinions to yourself in the future, rookie. Unless you're willing to risk the consequences of doubting me. I'll fry you like a fritter. Crispy on the outside, chewy on the inside. That was inspiring. Did you miss the Nekopara 2 request? Yes, it was requested yesterday. Remember when you weren't in the Discord, so you missed the stream notification? Barry. I believe I've heard the tagline elsewhere. You could cry plagiarism. I may be relegated to the lowly post of lunch lady, but my instincts are honed. Goodness gracious. A photograph. You took this? Why is she wearing his jacket? The moment I witnessed the crime, my reflexes took over and snapped. I took a picture. You're not watching Nekopara 2, but Barry, I need you here. One of my lunchboxes is rigged with a camera. That's not... How... Witness, why am I only seeing this photograph just now? You think I'd show it to you, a prosecutor? Think again. You guys hate me. No one comes to my stream anymore. My boyfriend works in the photography division of criminal affairs. This is most certainly the defendant. Crime photo. That is unmistakably Lana Skye. So what was the defendant doing at the time? Thank you, Miss Cat. Thank you. Tell me more about this knife that the suspect was carrying. I'd say the blade was about 4 inches long. Is that right, Mr. Edgeworth? It is your knife, after all. Yes, correct. My dick is 4 inches long. Prosecutors are, by nature, well-versed in the location of a man's vital organs. I'm sure it was easier than boiling an egg for my egg salad surprise set. You can't testify as to her ability to kill an egg, a made-up person. Perhaps a chicken salad set would be a better metaphor. So the defendant was holding a knife. What then? Then she thrust the pointy tip of the knife. Why didn't you stop this crime? That's true. I did see her raise the knife to strike, no? The defense has a point. Unfortunately, by the time I realized what was going on, it was already too late. The next moment, the chief prosecutor brought down the murder weapon. It's only a flesh wound, Mr. Wright. We can make it. You already said that before. Anything else? Scientifically speaking, Miss Starr's testimony is flawless. Sounds pretty fatal to me. What do we do? Is this it? Is my sister guilty? Let's just keep our heads cool and press the witness a bit, shall we? For some reason, having her panicking next to me makes me calmer. Don't smile like that! Okay, well, we need to present something. Probably the photo at some point. Oh my god, we have so much crap. Traces of victim's blood, no prints. So what's up with this photo? What is up with this photo? Why is she wearing his jacket? Why did she take his jacket off and put it on her? It doesn't make any sense. This is strange. Chief prosecutor was holding a knife in her right hand. No? There's no knife there at all. Is that what they want me to do? I don't know. I don't think there's really anything else. There's no prints. I'm gonna try. I don't know if this is right or not. I'm gonna try this. Okay, it is. Nice. When the music stops, you know you got it right. You saw Miss Skye stab the victim with a knife? As I've already said, yes. I swear it on my finest salmon swirl lunch. Salmon, not salmon. I'm sure that's a fine lunch. But isn't that odd? Look at this photograph. This is the photograph you took of the very moment of the crime, is it not? Then why is Miss Skye not holding a knife? Doop 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 doop. Oh, I love this. I love the music in this game. It's so dang good, you know? Mr. Edgeworth, your thoughts? Objection. That had to be the weakest objection ever. Yet it was still stronger than your ever feeble mind. Damn. Mr. Hazard? You hate Edgeworth? This photograph was not taken the moment before the stabbing. This was taken the moment after the stabbing. And how can you tell that? Blood splatter. See the dark crimson stains on the chief prosecutor's coat? It's a black and white photograph. This could be blood. Except you. Mr. Wright, are you going to just sit there and take this kind of abuse? Ah, you got a better idea? Objection. That contradicts what the witness said in her testimony. Namely, that she took the picture the moment she witnessed the crime. Doop 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 doop. Mr. Hauser, are you okay, by the way? Are you okay? Doop 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 doop. Well, it seems I was slightly unclear. My apologies. Hold it! That's it? If you run out of lunch, you order seconds. Problem solved. You're good, thanks, mate. Am I your mate? If you don't like it, try ordering the jumbo-sized lunch from the get-go.
Objection!
Good advice. I'm not sure I understood it, but good advice. I didn't have time to stop her. Prosecutor Skye was cold, calculating like a robot. Why is there 2 jackets? She killed without pain or remorse. It was a meditated murder. A premeditated murder.
Objection!
Premeditated? How do you know? Look at the chief prosecutor's hands in that photograph. Are those gloves? Glives? He's just an angsty teenager in a man's body. Surgical gloves made of thin rubber, most likely. Why would she have those on? If it was not premeditated, she would not be wearing those gloves. Warg. Those gloves do seem to tell a tale of premeditation. A serious offense. Witness, add this to your testimony. The murder was planned. The rubber gloves prove it.
Hold it!
What if she was just in a habit of wearing gloves, like driving gloves?
Objection!
Objection! The gloves were admitted as evidence when the defendant was arrested. They were rubber gloves, the kind used for autopsies. When the chief prosecutor came to the crime scene, she came to do murder. It's the only possible conclusion. Everything was planned. It was a premeditated crime. Impressive. I'm sorry they took you off the force. This is bad. She's got them thinking it was all planned. If she can prove this claim, the trial is already over. I've got to think of a way to show that this wasn't premeditated. Okay. This is the same as before. Mr. Hazard, please calm down. So I need to present something here. Hello, Star Sash. Star Sash. I need to prove it was something with the gloves or something. Oh, jeez. Prove it wasn't premeditated. Property of Lana Skye, last call made to her sister right after the murder. Oh jeez. Why would she call her sister? I don't know. Maybe? It's not the autopsy report, right? Single stab wound was found. She used Edgeworth's knife. Oh, that's true. If she would have brought her own knife, right? If it was premeditated? The badger did it. It was the badger. Let's try this.
Objection!
Okay, yeah. Do you know what this is? Are you trying to test me? I sell box lunches for a living. That's a knife. The knife. The knife that was in Mr. Edgeworth's trunk. Indeed, it is my knife. Mr. Blue Flame spoiled it. Hello, Mr. Arthur. The bloody murder weapon and red car, all belonging to the prosecutor here? The defendant is the chief prosecutor for the district, right? Mommy, are prosecutors bad people? Yes. No. Maybe. I don't know. We asked that the witness provide an accurate testimony. In your testimony, you stated that Lana Skye planned this murder. That's why she was wearing those special gloves. Seems like a natural conclusion to me. The gloves do indicate planning. Why would she not also prepare the more important thing, the murder weapon? Ooh, sweat. Monka S. This knife just happened to be in the trunk of the car. Ladies and gentlemen, if you're going to plan a murder, you don't forget the weapon. Do 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 do. Oh yes. Great, now the tide is turning in our favor. Great show, Mr. Wright. My sister's as good as free. Right? I believe the next lunch you'll be eating is humble pie. What? I hope you aren't deluding yourself into thinking that the tide has turned. Not over such a trifling detail. Hello, Cataclysmical. This shoots a hole in the whole premeditated theory. The prosecution could care less if it was premeditated or not. The only one who seems to care is that lunch lady over there. The defendant, Lana Skye, murdered a detective with a knife. I guess that's true, it doesn't really matter. Very good, Mr. Prosecutor. I suppose you think you're clever now. But you know as well as I do that she planned on killing him. It was planned. If it wasn't, why would she have been wearing... Okay, testimony again. Please tell us only what you saw and not what you thought. How dare you! My powers of deduction are not to be underestimated. Edgeworth's hands look so huge. Hello, Chocolate Pocky. Lana Skye intended to murder Detective Goodman. That's why she called the victim all the way to the prosecutor's office. I'm sure the chief prosecutor had a grudge against the victim. Nothing else could drive the human machine to plunge the knife in again and again. Okay, well, we already know. We already know what's wrong here. Autopsy. The victim was summoned from the police department to the prosecutor's office. It does sound a lot like premeditation, doesn't it? This case is DLC, yeah. It was on the DS. So if I ordered a pizza, does that mean I'm planning to kill the delivery boy? Yes, it does, Emma. It does. No need to press for days. Single stab wound, bitch. You say she stabbed him again and again, but you couldn't have witnessed that. Are you testing me? I'll test you. Moss surprise. I'm afraid the moss is growing under our feet as we... What do you mean? I shouldn't have to explain this, but take a look. The autopsy report states that death was due to a loss of blood from one stab wound. Planning to kill this pizza, yes. You're right. Good show, Mr. Edgeworth. Excuse me, that was me? What a hunk. He's my hero, really. What about my objection? No one noticed? Well, witness... You got the crime scene set, right? Oh my god. Is that ketchup on rice? Oh, thanks. I always believed that no one could ever mistake ketchup for blood. But now I realize that such mistakes are possible. You're saying you mistook something for blood? When she lifted her knife, I thought I saw blood at her breast. Her breast. Splattered blood from the victim. That's why I thought she must have stabbed him at least twice. Tell us what you saw that you thought was blood. Her red muffler looked like blood to me. That's how ghastly the whole scene was. Her red muffler? Yeah, it's like a scarf. The chief prosecutor always wears one around her neck, so she can be easily hanged at a moment's notice. Oh my goodness. She's right. And Skye was wearing a red scarf. Isn't it odd that you mistook that for splattered blood? Well, people often mistake my beard for a bib. What? That's why this place feels so much like kindergarten sometimes. Actually, I do think I saw some traces of blood on her chest. However, the autopsy report is clear on this matter. There was only one stab wound. Apparently Miss Starr isn't entirely sure of her own testimony. Mr. Wright, this is our chance! Chance for what? Miss Starr has turned out to be as short-tempered as she looked when we first met her. Challenging her abilities as a detective really set her off. The short wick burns out the fastest. It's a scientific fact. I wonder, wouldn't it depend on the size of the candle? Add more wax and even a really short wick would burn longer. Obviously, more scientific testing is required. Of course, of course. Okay, let's find something to press on this last statement here. Her red muffler looked like blood to me. She's not even wearing it in the picture, dude! So easy. I demand an explanation. Okay. The witness is clearly not suited for detective work. What? The suspect was not wearing a scarf or muffler of any kind. And you've proved it yourself with this photography. But that can't be. Only a professional lunch lady could be so utterly careless. Congratulations. Perhaps you finally found your true calling in life. Harsh words, but good. Edgeworth stealing my thunder. Mr. Funk, are you okay? Edgewater. His name's not Edgewater. What was my objection? Chopped liver? But it was there, a scarf. No, not that, but something red, really. Where were we? The witness has given us an entertaining interlude. What? Oh no. Very well, witness, continue your testimony. You saw the crime and apprehended the suspect. I do remember some things accurately, at least. Ultimately, we couldn't shake the most important part of our testimony. The most important part? The part where your sister stabs the victim. This next testimony might just be the moment of truth. Her necklace is like a squid or something, like an octopus. Ooh, it's the different music. After the murder, the suspect attempted to run behind a partition off to her side. I quickly caught her, explained her rights to her, and arrested her on the spot. When I arrested her, she mentioned the muffler. That's what had me confused in my earlier testimony. The chief prosecutor made to escape, but against Angel Star, resistance is futile. Her necklace is a hot dog? Wait, what? I strike like a snake and bite like a cobra. Ekans, Arbok. That's me, Angel Star. That wasn't a very good metaphor. First of all, a cobra is a kind of a snake. Don't bother me with details unless you want to get bitten. No thanks. Note to self, Mr. Wright is weak against poisonous snake bites. Oh, it all makes sense. Mr. Wright is a fairy type. He's weak against poison. She knocked my hands aside, kicked over an oil drum. An oil drum? Oh, she's beautiful but deadly. A predator, this one. A leopard woman. Rawr. Rawr. Very well, Mr. Wright. Your cross-examination, if you will. Five divided by 200. Rawr, XD. Oh man, this music is so good. Do 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 do. So where is this partition? I'm sure she means this wall next to my car. That's right. There was a wall there about 6 feet high. She was obviously trying to hide herself. Quite a natural thing for a criminal to do. And what did you do then? I quickly caught her. How did you catch her? Wasn't she on the other side of the fence? As I just said, I was only 30 feet from her the whole time. Press her. There's a fence in the way. The launch lane car was... She was a visitor, thus she was parked in B block. So you witnessed the murder from here? I would make it about 30 feet from the car, yes. But there was a chain link fence. I went over it? Bullshit. It would have taken her a little time to climb over the fence. Yeah, probably. She couldn't have gotten to my sister that fast. And she would have made like a bunch of sound. There's no way she caught her. 9 feet high! How did Miss Skye not get away? Exactly. That doesn't make any sense. Are we not gonna, like, talk about that? She mentioned the muffler. What exactly did she say? Most Japanese cases don't even go to court. All I heard her say was the word muffler. Just that one word? So what you heard wasn't the suspect talking to you, but someone else. Yes, the chief prosecutor was talking on her phone. That is correct. We already know this. Do you mean a cell phone? Yes, ultimately. Ultimately. My memory. It's like a salmon heading upstream, you see. The court doesn't see. The chief prosecutor first attempted to use the phone hanging on the wall. On the wall? That's right. Near the car, there was an emergency phone on the wall. Apparently it was out of order. So she used her cell phone. The emergency phone was out of order that day. Good witnessing, witness. Good witnessing? Whatever happened to good testifying? You should of course add this to your testimony. The things I do to please this rookie defense attorney. Da 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 dun dun dun. Dun 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 dun. Huh. How to use her cell instead.
Hold it!
I'll only say this one time, so listen close, rookies. The chief prosecutor stabbed the victim and ran behind the partition. She picked up the emergency phone on the wall, but it was out of order. So she pulled her own cell phone out of the pocket. And you somehow crossed the fence instantly. You climbed over the chain link fence. Nice boobs. When I boldly grabbed her arm. Okay, you saw her doing this?
Hold it!
You miss UFO me. Barry, please. She made to escape. Can you be more specific? She brushed aside my hand and ran. It was a terrible sight to see, like a dollop of lard on a pate of foie gras. I don't know what this means. She even kicked over an oil drum at me. The oil drum is like... weren't they like filled with water or something? It's strange. If she wanted to escape, why didn't she run the other way? The parking lot entrance. That's right. It doesn't make any sense that she would run from behind the partition to the oil drums. Excellent. More mysteries. I wish we could solve a few before finding more though. So Miss Skye tried to run. I'm sorry, my sister is so suspicious, Mr. Wright. Cute Emma, ayaya, ayaya. Yes, ayaya is in chat. Cute chat. But she didn't do it, you have to believe me. You have to believe me, Mr. Wright. I need to present something once again. Bum 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 bum. You saw it all. But the partition was in the way. Right? How could you even see that? Hello, Bailey Bird. Hello. You haven't played this game in a minute. You prefer your wife who's a bit older? Let me just present this again. Let's try it. Yep. Miss Starr, I have to conclude that you have a personal grudge against Miss Lana Skye.
Objection!
The witness is a former detective. Her testimony is unmarred by personal bias. Bullshit. Who would have thought you would be my knight in shining armor? You who, together with the chief prosecutor, kicked me out 2 years ago. This is a fatal contradiction with your testimony. How do you explain this? Ooh, scary music. Mess with me and I'll make you cough it all up. Let's look at the floor plans. You said you witnessed the crime from this point. However, if that's true, you couldn't possibly have seen Miss Skye making the phone call. I believe you see what I'm getting at. That emergency phone was on the back side of this partition. If indeed you were in B block, you could not have seen it. Oh, snap. What is the meaning of this? It's simple, Your Honor. We thought we had a character arc going on. Hello, Santa Bananas. Her bangs that cover her eyes keep changing. Yeah, that's her thing. Like one side of her face is like evil, the other side's like a facade or whatever. She's not coughing up lunch, she's coughing up lies. Grrr. Objection! That's quite a claim, Your Wright. Perhaps you will allow me to question? Tell us exactly what lie this witness has told the court. Here's where the counterattack begins. I can't afford to get this wrong. The witness lied about, what she saw? Where she saw it, order of events. What she saw, I think. I guess. She didn't see Miss Skye using the emergency phone. It seemed hard to imagine how she could have. What's the matter, Star? Cat got your lunchbox. Mr. Wright, I hate to bother you while you're celebrating, but why would Miss Star lie like that? Why would she say that my sister had tried to use the phone but failed? It doesn't make any sense. Why lie about something so insignificant? Oh no. I think we're wrong. Maybe she really did see her try to use the emergency phone. No! You suck. You thought I had something here? I don't know, this is confusing, okay? Is Mia not making lunchboxes? That's okay, we got multiple HP bars. Where she saw it? The order of events? I don't know! Oh no. How embarrassing. I hate being wrong. You know? Life sucks. Lied about where she saw it? Sure? What is significant about this fact? Therefore, it would be pointless for Miss Star to lie about it. But say the witness did actually see Miss Skye using the emergency phone. It would mean Miss Star witnessed the crime from a different location. Why does this matter? It's a pointless lie if I ever heard one. Before you call my lie pointless, at least let me tell it. What? Let me ask a question to our clever wordsmith. Just where was the witness when she saw the crime? I don't know! what? Oh, security room maybe? I don't know. That's the only place she could have seen the telephone.
Take that!
This is the only place where she could have been. The security room in the underground parking lot is well positioned. Why does that matter is the story of the beginning of every Phoenix Tangent. True. But why there? There are so many places where she could have seen the phone. The witness, not being part of the prosecutor's office, couldn't park in A block. The only place where she could have seen this crime was the back of the partition. I remember in your testimony you said, you brought a lunch to your boyfriend in the security guard room. Why does this matter still? How many years have I been getting the better of men? To think that the tables could be turned. That's right, the turns have been tabled. Today a man has got the better of Angel Star. What have you done? You used to be a detective. You should know better. I'm not turning back. The guilty will be punished. And I'll do what I must to make sure justice prevails. The guilty? Is she talking about Miss Skye? Mr. Wright, doesn't this strike you as odd? Why did Miss Star lie? It doesn't make any sense. She could have just said she saw the crime from the security guard station. It wouldn't change anything. Exactly. This photograph tells all. It was the defendant who stabbed the victim. That truth still stands. It still stands? I disagree, Mr. Edgeworth. If a witness is found to be lying, they're guilty of perjury. Ooh. Perjury. Purge. Me. Me? Mr. Wright, let's review what we know. Miss Star witnessed the crime from the security guard station. But she lied and said she saw it from B block. It must make a vital difference, but what? What would change? The angle? The distance? The difference in lighting? You know the outcome of this case already? Oh man. I don't. All three? Technically all three, I guess? Yeah. Also, hi Mr. Persh. Hello, hello. Angle? I guess I'm gonna see angle of view? Why the angle at which she saw the crime occur would change. Okay. She would have sort of a more 3D view of the crime. I don't know. None of these answers were good. This is bullshit. Why is this game turning into BS? Witness the crime from the... Yeah, I mean... I don't... Well, I mean, I have enough HP to get another one wrong anyway, but... BS on the DS? Distance of the crime is, like, almost the same anyway. I mean... Difference in lighting? Like, I don't think that even matters. It shouldn't matter. Well, it wasn't the angle because we tried the angle, so... This doesn't make any sense to me at all. This is getting a little bit far-fetched for this game. I mean, like I said, I have enough HP to get it wrong, so whatever. Difference in lighting. Okay, it's wrong. She would have seen the crime in better lighting conditions. Okay. It looks like the same distance anyway. Come on, dude. It's apparently distance. This is bullshit. Obviously, it's the distance to the crime.
Objection!
Duh. One look at the floor plans and it's quite clear. The distance between the crime scene is 30 feet.
Objection!
What she saw is not in question here. What matters is the time it would take her to reach the... Oh. Oh, that's what you mean? You witnessed the crime from the security guard station. How long did it take you to go from there to the scene of the crime? Well, I guess that makes more sense, but it was a little bit more confusing the way you worded it. The squid wheels? Ew! Low to inedible. I was bringing a PB&J lunch with fresh boysenberry jam to my boyfriend. Boysenberry for the boyfriend. He wasn't in the station, so I waited. I witnessed the crime from the glass-walled station. Okay, I found myself running towards the scene, but the door was locked and I couldn't open it. Holy crap! You had to walk all that way? That's quite a detour. It probably took me at least 5 minutes to get to the scene of the crime. 5 minutes? This changes things considerably. It was that woman over there in the defendant's chair who stabbed him. I know it. I have photographic evidence. I swear it on my finest plastic spork. You have a point, and the spork is a wonderful invention. Would you like another caviar lunch? Absolutely. Oh no. Mr. Wright, you have to do something. Do I have any evidence to stop this? I mean, we have to, right?
Objection!
5 minutes between the witnessing of the murder and the arrest. Think about it. You could make pasta in that amount of time, if you like it al dente. We got lunchboxes that tie pasta into knots. Nights? A 5-minute blank. Isn't that strange? If you were a criminal, what would you do with 5 minutes? Yeah, exactly. Run away. Don't get the wrong idea. I didn't kill anyone. Pasta night. Neo Gamer night. Hello, Neo Gamer. It's been like forever since I've seen you. Why'd you quit our stream? I'm just kidding. If you have the instincts of the killer, you would run. Miss Skye dawdled at the scene of the crime. She even had her picture taken. No true criminal would act this way. It's inconceivable. It's almost like she wanted to be caught or something. It seems we've come to the end of this testimony. The witness has a grudge against the defendant and the blank in her testimony. Mr. Edgeworth is the next witness ready to go. Unfortunately, I appear to have overestimated this witness on account of her professional history. We did it. We screwed that can shut, Mr. Wright. That was too close. Yeah, I almost ran out of HP for the first time ever. Court is adjourned. Oh my goodness, what? There's so many, like... Yeah, okay, thank you. Mr. Edgeworth, you ordered the squid wheel. You already used that before. I prefer not to take the defense team's leftovers. I might be able to save you. I have decisive evidence. The first time ever? Yeah. We're pretty good. Is this another one of our trick lunchboxes? My apologies, but we have no further questions to ask of you, Miss Starr. Is this your jumbo lunchbox? A triple-decker? Whoa. You could say you were in the Twitchness Protection Program. The Twitchness Protection Program. Like the Lunchland motto says, you won't be disappointed. How disappointing. What's she going to pull out of her lunchbox this time? There's more? I'm almost dead! I should have mentioned those 5 minutes when I wasn't looking at the crime scene. And now, to the matter of the victim's shoe. Did I not bring this up? No? 2 types of blood were found on the shoe. One was, of course, the victim's, and the other blood type matched that of the defendant, Miss Lana Skye. This shoe proves it. It's flawless, decisive evidence. There was blood found on that shoe? Mr. Parrish, not everyone can just donate $100. Please.
Objection!
Witness, what's the meaning of this? Why is this the first time I've heard of this evidence? As I've already said, I don't trust you with evidence, Mr. Edgeworth. That's why I took the liberty of investigating this myself. And you had blood tests performed? Didn't I mention? I have 3 boyfriends in forensics. Bullshit. I cannot accept this as evidence. You must know the 2 rules of evidence law. Rule 1, no evidence shall be shown without the approval of the defense department, or the police department. I don't know what the heck I'm saying. The shoe is illegal evidence, at least for the time being. Is that right, Mr. Wright? It seems so. Edgeworth sure is celebrating. Not so fast, Mr. Edgeworth. Don't forget, I used to be a detective. This shoe has already been tested by a member of the forensic department.
Hold it!
Hold it! As you can see, it was approved by the police department as of today. Even the general public can produce official evidence, Mr. Edgeworth. Is that right, Mr. Wright? It seems so. Edgeworth is looking pretty sullen. You'll save up 25k and make me play something. I hope so, Cataclysmical. That means you'll be in the stream more. We like you being in the stream. You'd at least study some evidence law, really. The prosecution's complaints notwithstanding, it appears that this evidence satisfies the first rule of evidence law. It seems you have yet another count against you, witness. Anything to ensure that the guilty are properly judged. Victim's shoe, white enamel shoe, bears traces of blood from Goodman and Lana Skye. No, MMOs aren't allowed because they don't have endings. I should have mentioned those 5 minutes. Okay, so... Why did you lie about those 5 minutes? I guess you could say I just wanted people to look at the results. The results? How many times do I have to say this? I saw the chief prosecutor stab the victim before my very own eyes. A 5-minute blank means nothing. Why didn't you just tell the truth? We're dealing with the most untrustworthy of the vile lot known as prosecutors. Falsified evidence, arranged testimonies, erasing and manipulating evidence. When you fight monsters, you need to use every trick in the book. This when the suspect is admitting she did it? What if it's clear cut? It's still an MMO, it's still gonna take like too many hours. The backlog will just be too long. It's already long enough. The false testimony is the most despicable crime of all, Miss Star. Let's just get this over with. You found this shoe at the scene of the crime? I detained the chief prosecutor and notified the police department. I wanted to make myself useful while I was waiting for the police to arrive. So like an ill-trained pooch, you snuck off with a shoe. I was afraid someone would erase this chief prosecutor's crime. This shoe was my secret weapon if that should happen. See this fashionable basket I have? It carries more than lunchboxes, gentlemen. I'm happy for you and your lunchbox bag, really. In any case, you removed valuable evidence from the scene of the crime. Yeah, if you type exclamation point requests, then it has all the details. The game should be on there. Like, almost every game is on there. If it's not, then we can, like, do some researching. 2 types of blood were found on the shoe. So you brought it to the forensics department? If you're going to submit something as evidence in court, you need it approved. To do that, evidence must be analyzed by a forensics expert. Okay. The man was stabbed after all. And that blood belonged to the victim, Detective Goodman. I mean, I can always check other sources if there's not a game on there, but for the most part, most of them are on there. But if you have a game that you want to play, or want me to play, that's not on there, then you can just tell me and I'll look it up and stuff. I'll research it. You can't say for sure the blood belonged to the defendant with the blood test. You claim to know something about blood tests, rookie. Well, blood comes in 4 types, A, B, O, and AB. However, you can't tell from a blood test whether a murder was committed in cold blood. That's just a figure of speech. Actually, we can differentiate between millions of types with all the blood tests out there, which means that we can more or less narrow any sample of blood down to just one person. Or so I hear. That's pretty specific. If I had a little more time, I would have gotten DNA test results. But they said there's very little doubt it could be anyone's but Lana Skye's. Okay. This shoe proves it. It's flawless, decisive evidence. He ordered the peppered fish guts? Ew! Some like it hot, Mr. Rice. Or Mr. Wright. Some like your client. She's in enough hot water to make a whole vat of soup. Mr. Caustic, please. Do you or don't you have a problem with the shoe? This is critical. Is there a problem with the victim's shoe? Hell yeah, there is. I don't know what it is, but there's a problem. There's one critical problem with this evidence. You're still young, rookie. I'd give you a peppered fish gut now. But you couldn't take the heat, could you? Oh. I forgot about rotations. Ooh, what is this? There's blood on the bottom. What about inside? Is there a secret message? Where's the size? This is a fancy shoe. I guess we're gonna present the blood on the bottom? I guess? If you notice there's blood on the bottom of the shoe, don't mess with me, rookie, or it'll be your blood on the bottom of my shoe. Indeed, there is quite a bit of blood on the bottom. Makes sense, the victim was stabbed with a knife. What could possibly be contradictory about blood on the bottom of his shoe? Wait. There's no blood on the ground. Is that it? No blood on the ground? Possibly? Think so. I think that has to be it.
Take that!
The problem lies in the footprint. The footprint? Note that the bottom of the victim's shoe is covered in blood. Isn't it strange? Why weren't any bloody footprints found on the scene of the crime? As you can see, there were no traces of any such footprints at the scene of the crime. This contradicts your claim about this shoe. Then why is there blood on the bottom? That could have been bloody footprints. Objection! 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 Where are they, Mr. Edgeworth? Because we checked the scene and found nothing. Bum 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 bum. Bum 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 bum. What? Huh? Great going, Mr. Wright, but it's true that the lack of a footprint is a contradiction. But then we have to ask why there wasn't a footprint. There has to be a reason why there wasn't a footprint. Think, Mr. Wright, think. Hey, I don't know why it's not there. I'm just good at finding contradictions. Nani? Nani? Nandesuka? I see, now I get it. Get what? Our witness is more devious. We were hoodwinked to the very end. She slipped. There is one vital hint to the truth in her testimony. What is going on? Think back to when she told us about apprehending the suspect. The chief prosecutor tried to resist, but her efforts were in vain. She knocked my hands aside, kicked over an oil drum. Rar. Rar XD. I thought that was a strange thing for the normally cool-headed chief to do. No kidding. Now, witness, allow me to ask a very simple question. This oil drum wasn't empty. No. Apparently you're not the slowest conveyor belt in the lunchbox factory. Was the oil drum empty? The oil drum kicked over by the chief prosecutor was brimming with water. Still don't get it, Mr. Wright. Do you want to know the reason she knocked it over? Oh, she cleaned the ground? The suspect knocked over the oil drum for one reason and one reason alone. To erase the bloodstains that would become evidence against her. Hello, Project Manatees. Hello, hello. The bloodstains left on the victim's shoe tie her quite clearly to the murder. After the deed was done, she knocked over the oil drum. That's the prosecutor's specialty, erasing evidence. That reminds me, Miss Skye's right hand was hurt. Didn't she say she'd cut herself when she stabbed him? My sister's blood got on the shoe. I see no reason to prolong this trial. Mr. Wright, do something, please! What? What can I do? Your sister has confessed to the crime, and she tried to conceal it. But... Enough. There is no need for further debate. The verdict, Your Honor? The Angel Star is on the prosecution side. She could have been lying about the water. This court finds the defendant Miss Lana Skye. No. Little girl, what did you just say? What did you just say? Did you say that I, Angel Star, was on the prosecutor's side? Well, yeah, you are. You're saying my sister had evidence by erasing the bloody footprints. I thought you'd had your fill, but here you are demanding a second helping. What? She has more evidence? More? Is this Edgeworth's side piece? Oh wait, Edgeworth's side piece? What? The time for deliberations has passed. Any further comments and you will be held in contempt of court. Your threats don't scare the cough-up queen. Look at this. Oh my goodness, more photographs. I had it just in case anyone had the gall to suggest that the white shoe didn't belong to the victim. I see no room for error in this evidence. Look at this other photograph. Plus 3 hours Mia reading that comment. Barry, I'm sorry. Mr. Wright, wait, look at the asphalt. It's clearly wet. Erasing the last trace of doubt from the court's mind. Immediately after the murder, the crime scene was washed with water. I'm sorry, Mr. Wright. I guess I couldn't help after all. It's not your fault. I knew I couldn't win this case from the beginning. No, we always win. It seems this is what your sister wanted anyway. I'm sorry, Mia. Don't say sorry to me. Right, wet or not, don't be so quick to throw in the towel. Get yourself up off the asphalt, take another look, good look. Don't give up, not until the bitter end. This is the last piece of evidence. How is Mia here? It's in his mind.
Objection!
Your Honor, wait. What is it with you people? Can't I hand down my verdicts in peace anymore? No, I can't wait. Then it'll be too late. Look at this photograph. The last one submitted. This trial isn't over until we give each piece of evidence proper consideration. Are you saying there's a problem with this latest piece of evidence? I'll think later. Yeah, there's a problem. There has to be a problem. Mr. Wright? Show the court the problem in this photograph. Okay. He's stabbed. There's something in here. That's weird. Shoes off. Why is the shoe off? Hello, Artie. Hello. So it's probably either the knife or the shoe or whatever this is. That would be my guess. Don't be fooled, it's his kinky foot fetish. Are we allowed to show feet on Twitch? Maybe not, I don't know. Yeah, we know the ground is wet. Has like a reflection and whatnot. I don't know, dude. The knife is like whatever. I'm gonna present this, whatever this is.
Take that!
And this photograph is here. There's something poking out of the car's muffler. Wait just a moment, Mr. Edgeworth. You just said muffler. However, I see no trace of a muffler or scarf of any kind. A muffler is also a part in the car. Just think of it as part of the exhaust system, a pipe. A pipe. Mr. Bronchosaurus, welcome to the stream. What's this suspicious looking cloth sticking out of the car's muffler? What does that have to do with this case? Nothing. Absolutely nothing.
Objection!
Well, there's something there. It's not going to be that easy. In fact, you've already told us why this is important to the case. You said as much as in your testimony. What? Mr. Zito, you welcome to the stream too. You're late. We missed you so much. Are you okay? Let's hear about Mr. Wright. I did not even read that anywhere close to being correctly. Tell us why you think this piece of cloth in the muffler is related to this case. It's been a morning. I hope you're okay. Maybe it's her muffler that she hid it. Why would she hide it though? Oh, maybe it's this. The word muffler was overheard. Yep, I'm gonna go for this. Miss Starr, recall your testimony for the court. When I arrested her, she mentioned the muffler. That's what had me confused in my earlier testimony. Muffler. Argus. Yargus. Could it be that the muffler you heard mentioned was actually this exhaust pipe? If so, that means this piece of cloth is vital evidence. Oh my goodness. Well, it seems we will have to suspend the proceedings. Suspend? I find myself wondering about that piece of cloth. If we leave any question unanswered, we do a disservice to the law. Have the car at the crime scene inspected at once. Bring me that cloth. The verdict will wait until we've seen the evidence. Agreed? I suppose so. That was close. But we made it, at least for now. 30-minute recess. It's lunchtime after all. He's still hungry. He's eaten like 60 freaking lunch boxes now. To be continued. Man, that was an interesting trial. I got a lot of things wrong in that one. Feels bad. Mr. Wright? Are trials always like this with you? Like you're swimming up from the bottom of a lake, about to reach the surface, but no matter how hard you paddle, you never seem to get there? Pretty much, yeah. Except today we're swimming in quicksand. So what happened to your sister anyway? Apparently she got called off to the judge's chambers. Probably something to do with that piece of cloth. So, this is where we turn this trial around, right? Our only weapon, a tiny, insignificant piece of cloth. I'm the one who's starting to feel tiny and insignificant, to tell the truth. Hola, partner. Oh no, the Skye. The cowboy is here. They say you show a red cloth to a bull, it'll fire up its temper. That's what they told me when I was a youngin', at least. Officer Marshall. Thought I'd come to take a look and see at how the trial's going. They've got the home ranch locked down tighter than a fort in enemy territory. That hard to slip out, huh? What is going on over there anyway? All the police have seen these last 2 days have been really on edge. Don't you got enough on your plate without worrying about other people, compadre? We could be worrying about the chief prosecutor's taste in mufflers. Do-do-do-do. The song is really good too. Ba-ba-bum-ba-da. The whole muffler's The whole muffler thing doesn't have anything to do with scarves. She wasn't even wearing a scarf. Drink. You don't say. Now, don't that just beat all? I've seen the red breeze blow at her slender neck many a time. She was wearing a red muffler. At the awards ceremony that afternoon, Edgeworth's seen it too, I reckon. What does that mean? In the photograph taken at the crime scene, she wasn't wearing a scarf. So Miss Starr wasn't mistaken. Well, it's about time. Remember, partner, sometimes you gotta grab the bull by the horns. And sometimes you just gotta let that bull go where it will. Time will tell. I have a bad feeling about this. What, is he gonna be a witness now? If it's steak sauce, I can hook you up with some fine ribs. Wow. I do like me some BBQ. I'd like to resume? The judge keeps looking over at the prosecution. Is something wrong, Mr. Edgeworth? Your face is blue, your lips are purple, you're sweating bullets. That furrowed brow, those grinding teeth, those watery eyes. What's more, your eyes are unfocused. You're doubled over. Your back is bent. Slam. It can't be. This can't happen. I wonder what happened to Mr. Edgeworth. What could happen to Mr. Edgeworth? Oh boy. During our recess, I had requested that the prosecution conduct an investigation. This is unacceptable. Unacceptable. It seems our prosecutor is quite beside himself. Excuse me. Knock knock. Who's there? Hello? What's with this guy? He looks like Ganondorf. Strange stuffy aura seems to be filling the courtroom. Hey, the temperature rose 5.7 degrees and that man came in. Who on earth is he? These pink glasses. It's you! He's got the spiral eyes from Gurren Lagann. Are you gonna... Okay, there we go. Sorry, I'm late. Gee, the roads are packed. It's just me. Clap, clap, clap. There's a freaking clap sound effect. Is that our dad? Long time no see. How you been? Swim much these days? He's so formal he has a tie. His tie has a tie? No, I've been so busy. Busy, smizzy, Aji, my boy. You have to make time to relax. Hello. Seems to be his nickname for the judge. I'm afraid you're right. I'm very afraid. Sorry, but who are you? Aha! So you're Righto, the attorney. I've heard good things about your son. Thanks? So sorry about our little worthy giving you all that trouble. You know, we should all go swimming together sometime. But coronavirus. Mr. Wright, you don't know the district chief of police? Chief of police? He's the top-ranking police officer in the entire district. Name's Gant. Damon Gant. More like Gant and Dorf. Pleased to meet you, everyone. So, to what do we owe this honor today? It's been over 2 years since you last came to this courtroom, hasn't it? Well, it's worthy here. Look at this poor fellow. I just thought I'd help him out by bringing him this. That's my sister's muffler. So Miss Star wasn't just seeing things. When the crime occurred, Miss Skye really was wearing that muffler. He's wearing gloves. He is wearing gloves. He's like playing with his hair. Okay. His hair is like in the shape of a lightning bolt, I guess. It's kind of cool. To think that it was stuffed into an exhaust pipe. On little Worthy's car, no less. Okay. I don't like how he just stares at you for like a few seconds. Makes me really like awkward. It's really quite embarrassing even for us. What is this? It's what you'd call a switchblade knife. Chief, what kind of outfit are you running? He's wearing an orange suit? How could they miss such a vital piece of evidence? If your investigators are this lax, how do you expect us to do our job? No, wait a minute, Worthy. Slam. I've no desire to hear your excuses. I'm telling you to wait. Or didn't you hear me? Have a look at this document where it says person in charge of an investigation. There's no mistaking that signature, is there, Miles Edgeworth? That's not fair. On the day of the crime, I had your head in the clouds because you got that award. I know how you feel. But you're the person in charge. I'll expect a written apology. Look at this document. Miss Cat. Thank you very much. He seems a little too cheerful for a chief of police. He is very weird. Don't be too upset. We'll find a way to clean up this mess that you made. This is the first time I've seen Mr. Edgeworth at a loss for words. This kind of major blunder is unlike you, Mr. Edgeworth. The court accepts this new evidence, but I'd like to ask the defense a favor first. I'd like to take a look at this blade of the knife. Well, I don't see why not. Could you open it up for me? I think all you have to do is push that switch and... If I cut my finger, Mr. Wright, I wouldn't be able to pound my gavel anymore. Yeah, but if I cut my finger, I wouldn't be able to point it into people anymore. Come on, just hurry up and open it. Oh my god, really? It's moving on its own, I'm not doing anything. Oh, okay, now it's my turn. SL9. SL9-2. There's a small tag on this knife. Seems to say SL9-2. Is this gonna be like another DLC incident? At least it's not DL6. Well, I've heard something similar. DL6, yes. But it's strange. I'm not certain, but I get the feeling I've seen this somewhere before. Letters like this, or letters that looked a lot like this. Alright, just push the button and see what happens. It's broken. It's got blood. I'm the one who's scared. Look at this knife blade. The tip is broken off. Where's the cock statue? It's in my pants. Wanna see, Miss Cat? And this dark red stain. Blood? Found at the crime scene wrapped in the defendant's muffler. This does not excuse the actions of the police department. I would like to hear an explanation from the chief of police himself. Could I ask you to testify for us about the split between the prosecutors and the police and this knife? Sure thing, not a problem, not even a little one, really. Ah, yes, of course. Now this guy is talking, apparently. This knife is special, but I can't see how here. Unless there's evidence to prove a connection between this knife and Goodman. That was a bad day for the department. We weren't in any shape to do an investigation. A detective was killed at the police department. See? What a mess. The time of the crime, 5:15. Scary coincidence, huh? It's not officially linked to this here case, so I can't really talk much about it. Wait, 2 people are killed at the same time? That explains the intro cinematic. There was a murder at the police department? That's hush-hush information, Udgy. We haven't exactly announced it yet.
Objection!
You said 5:15. That's the exact time that Detective Goodman was killed. Oh boy, I feel like this is gonna get a lot more complicated really soon. We at the department were all flustered, as you might well assume. We're in the middle of a top secret investigation. Don't tell anyone, okay? Don't tell anyone. I think we understand that the police department situation. 2 detectives killed at the same time in 2 different places. The chances of that are really slim, scientifically speaking, of course. I'd like to exercise my right to cross-examine the witness. Keep your questions focused on the case at hand. Department in disorder. Well, we got healed up at least. I wanna... Let's see. Yeah, the paper. Dude, that's definitely SL9 upside down. That's why I won't let you freaking flip it, dude! It won't let you rotate this paper, because it knows. SL9, it's upside down, dude. And the other, it's not 12-2, it's 2/21. Wait, what? Isn't it like February 23rd right now or something? Ah, I see. That's probably important. It's probably important. Gumshoe died and Maya is being possessed by... Okay, first of all, Barry, channeling is not possession. There's a difference. Barry.
Hold it!
Excuse me, special? Uh-huh. Hard to come by this particular knife anywhere else. Might that special thing be this little tag? Oh, sorry, Wright, but I can't say that now, not that. We've established that the knife in Goodman's chest was this knife. Why was there another knife at the scene of the crime? That's quite a mystery. And like a mystery, it's wrapped in something. A muffler. Unless there's evidence to prove a connection between this knife and Goodman. Yeah, the piece of paper.
Hold it!
Maya leveled up. This knife was found on the scene of the crime. I think that makes it connected to the case, don't you? See, there's a lot of things that go on in the department I can't explain. It's delicate, okay? Sorry, Righto. Maybe there's something about the knife that'll give us a clue. Let's examine that knife while we can, Righto. Don't call me Righto, Emma. Or should I say Emo? Emo. Perhaps the pieces are falling into place. I should try presenting the evidence that's had me stumped all this time. Yeah, that piece of paper. That was a bad day for the department. I'll go ahead and press the rest of these, though. You got a good look in your eyes there, Righto, my boy. Sharp, hungry. Why wasn't I informed? Why weren't you informed? Why didn't you ask? No matter. I understand. You were busy with... what, with Lana's case and all. Well, what happened? This is crazy, dude. This is so complicated. On the same day that a detective was killed in the prosecutor's parking lot, Another detective was killed at the police department. Clap, clap, clap. I'm at a loss for words. And the perpetrator? Do you have a suspect? There was a suspect. Just arrested him, in fact. That was quick. But there's still a lot of unanswered questions. Good one, this kid's sharp. Okay, here's the deal. I'll tell you one thing and one thing only. I already know the victim was found in the police department. How was the victim killed? Stabbing, probably? That's the interesting part. It was what we in the Force call a stabbing. Whoa, what a surprise. That's crazy. It's exactly the same as Detective Goodman. We're cooking now. But you know, that's not the only thing that was exactly the same. What? There were more similarities between the two cases than in the case of the cause of death. Can I press it again and get the other two answers?
Hold it!
Let's just skip through here. Here's the deal, I'll tell you one thing, yep. Except when I press more. I can't speak on where the corpse was found, but I can say the crime took place in the evidence room in the police department. The evidence room? You wouldn't know about the evidence room, would you, Righto? I can't say I've heard of it. Guess I should ask again. Something stranger about this than the place where the body was found. It's not scary. I've already read the dialogue, Barry.
Hold it!
Barry. It's the same. When the victim died. You're gonna love this. Time of the crime? Well, okay. 5:15? But that's when Detective Goodman was killed. A murder at the prosecutor's place and a murder at our place at the very same time. What are the chances? Seems like this was set up. This is just my gut feeling, but I'd say there's a 0.001% chance of that happening. Slam. Chief Gant, please tell me more about the incident. How can you say there's no connection? I'm the chief of police. I can't just say anything I please, Righto. You understand. Trying to understand, Righto. If you can prove there is a connection, more power to you. Maybe there is something that ties the two murders together. Whatever it is, I'd better go find it and get to the bottom of this. 2 detectives were killed at 5:15, one at the prosecutor's office and one at the police department. And that knife. What was it doing here? I'd better check this knife out. Hello, Ace Becco. Maybe present on this one? Or this one, I guess. Whoa, Zapperdo! It's been like forever since I've seen you. Present on 2. Victim's memo found in the car trunk. I think it might be either way. I don't know. I wonder if there's multiple ways you can find the answer in this game or not. Let me just check this again. Make sure I got the information here. Yeah, it's the same. Okay. SL9. SL9. Okay, he's explicitly asking for a here. Yeah, I'll just try here. That was incorrect, apparently. Objection overruled. Okay. The new zoo. I'm Bia, and I'm right here. Fine, I'll present it here then. Lame. Come on, it would work on the other one too. At last, an honest-to-goodness objection. This knife. This has to have something to do with Detective Goodman. What do you mean? An honest-to-goodness, what do you mean? Look at this tag on this knife. It reads SL9 too. And this is important. Why? We also have a memo that was on the body of the victim. What's this? 6 minus 7s 12 2? No. It's upside down. The printed name on the memo makes it look like it's right side up. But turn it around and you get 221 SL9. Whoever wrote this note was holding this paper upside down. That's the same thing that is written on the knife's tag. Who could have guessed it was upside down? I know, right? Just like so crazy. I guess the cat's out of the bag. You win, Righto. I win? This knife was evidence in a case. It was stolen from the department's evidence room. What? Okay. The bag's out of the cat's. So this knife was stolen, but on the day of the murder, there was evidence, you say. Was it in fact a murder weapon? Nice, nice, nice. Good show, little worthy. What do you know? A knife being a murder weapon? Impossible. It was evidence from a case long since solved. It's just gonna be just like the DL6 incident, isn't it? This knife was stolen on the day of the murder. And it was found in the exhaust pipe. Hard to think there isn't a connection there. What am I supposed to do? The tip of the knife is still inside the murderer. Where's our metal detecting? That's not how that works. Mr. Nyan! Hello! We missed you! Where you been? You missed all the story! That knife, what was it doing there? It's okay, Mr. Nyan, it's okay. Can't check out the tip or anything? No, I don't think so. What the heck? Stolen from the department's evidence room. I don't have that photo of the one with the wet floor and the shoe and the muffler. Okay. Today is I Love My Feet Day. You love my feet, Miss Cat? Oh, thank you very much. Man. What are you supposed to do here? Okay, so they turned it around. But... it's our lawyer's badge. It has to be the knife, right? You're usually asleep at this time? Zeppardo, that's why we have the nighttime stream. We got 2 stream times. Mia, please? Okay, Mia. What? The sounds? I'm sorry. I don't know what to do. I have no idea. The knife was evidence in this case, in a case. Maybe now we present the knife here? Usually play a game I'm not interested in. Well, geez, you're not interested in any game then, Mr. Zeppardo. You probably didn't even know there was a nighttime stream. I didn't mean to press that. We're playing Mega Man Star Force right now at nighttime stream. Can we press where you said they're not linked? FF4 was nighttime? No. FF4 was daytime. Objection. You're wrong. We do have FF6 in the nighttime request slot. Soon-ish. 2 Capcom games at once. Okay, I need to like... So that knife right there is not the switchblade knife, right? Well, we can't present that photo because we don't have that photo. Why did you start with Star Force and not Battle? We've already streamed all the Battle Network games, like a long time ago. Which version of FF6 are you gonna play? I don't know. I'm not sure yet. See, Zeppardo, you've missed all of this stuff. You don't even know. You don't even know. I'm gonna present the knife here, I guess. I don't know. Nope. I don't know what to do. This is ridiculous. How are we supposed to not... Like, this right here makes me think I have to present the knife. Check the knife on. This is hard. I have no idea. Isn't the knife here? The shoe? Split might be an important clue. Yeah, okay. Already did that though. Are you gonna play the rest of the Phoenix Wright games when they're requested, yeah? I'm a slave to the request system now, so I don't really get to pick any games in my own. Hour and a half of 4 p.m. Why is that so... Why is that worded so weirdly? These secret ribbons, yeah. I have no idea. I'm prison the knife here, I guess. It doesn't make any sense though. Stolen from a department's evidence room. Waiting for you to continue the Tales of series? Well, Mr. Arthur, you know what to do. Request it. GBA translation. It's whatever Mr. Kihai wants, I guess, because it's his game, so... We'll see what he wants. This is so dumb. Nope. I have no idea! This is impossible! Like, what? There's nothing in here. This is the hardest one in this game. Am I supposed to press everything again or something? I don't know. I just don't understand. I need some hints, because I have no idea. That'll probably never happen because you're the only one that cares and you're not grinding. Well, I'm sorry. I've already examined the knife. It doesn't let me examine anything else besides the tag. We've already examined the tag. This sucks. I don't know. I need help. Please. I don't know what to do. You saw it? What about the other knife? Victim's blood, or Edgewood cut himself peeling an apple. I read this before. Parking slip. Nothing to do with a knife. I don't know what to do with this, though. I mean, yeah, it's 5:12. This is crazy. This is like definitely the hardest part of the game right here. Because every other part has been mostly clear at least. Entered lot at 5:12 p.m. The dates match? Well, yeah. I don't know, it looks like we're gonna get a game over here. For the first time. Hello, Mr. Rice, hello. This is just ridiculous. We weren't in any shape to do an investigation. Ugh. What am I supposed to do? Me, I couldn't solve the crime? Nope. It's not officially linked to this case. Ugh. Nothing, I don't know. I'm about to just present everything on every statement at this point. Just brute force this shit. Cause like, I just don't understand. There's nothing I can see. Like, I have to figure out what to present and where to present it at, which is like, good luck. Good luck, dude. scary coincidence. Scary coincidence. Traces of victim's blood. No prints. Record of parking lot in prosecutor's office. Mr. Bronchosaurus, good job. Nice. Yep. Yep, this is a thing. I mean, I have a feeling it has to be like probably the stub. Because nothing else really makes any sense. What could possibly be wrong with the statements? Look for a statement that you have evidence to fight. That's the problem, I don't know. That's the problem. Like, this is the different thing. So usually when there's like a different thing, like a different line of testimony, that's where you present it on. But it doesn't make any sense. It was stolen from the department's evidence room. I don't even know anything about evidence rooms. This is so dumb. Okay, I give up. Literally, just tell me. Because I don't know. I can't. I don't know. I don't have any idea. I'm just gonna be sitting here for an hour because I don't know. It's the time? I was on that before and you said it was wrong. I mean, entry line at 5:12. Sometime died between 4 and 5:30. I still don't really understand. Nobody said that? Well, you guys said something that confused me. Phone call time? I don't think so. Like, what does that have to do with anything? How was mowing the lawn? This is impossible! Oh my god! Holy crap, this is like insane. I am missing something either very obvious or this is the most cryptic bullshit of the entire game. Ah. 3 minutes after Edgeworth parked his car. Yeah, we read this before too. Like, I have no clue either. This is insane. It's the other note? The note again? What? Yeah, I already answered all three, Artie. I already got all three of those question things. The ID number? That's not even on here. What? We already did all 3 of these. I don't understand. I don't get it. I don't get what's happening here. Did I glitch the game? First one? Yeah, evidence room. What the fuck? Oh my god, this is bullshit. It's different now? Okay, the game just went from like a 9 out of 10 to a 6 out of 10 with this fucking bullshit right here. This is actually bullshit. Like 100% bullshit. There's the connection between the 2 cases. Whoa! You seem bullshitted, Mr. Wright. Yeah, I am. I lost like 4 or 6 health bars. And I wasted like 30 minutes trying to figure this crap out. Ugh. This is so stupid. What, do I have to press it again? And now he's gonna say something about the ID? This case is DS content, yes. Nope. Wait, what? What if I press him on the evidence room thing now? This is so... I'm really salty, to be honest. Or wait. I should probably press him on that one. The last one. Yeah. Don't tell me any answers anymore right now. I'm salty. I'm salty. Also, I'm failing right now. The connection between these 2 cases has already been proven. You don't say. You don't say. The police department's evidence room. Not to mention the victim had on him the case number of the knife's evidence tag. Like, I'm really mad because I just wasted 20 minutes of everyone's time because of some bullshit game design. Like, it's so frustrating. Because I already pressed that and I already got the answer from it, but it was changed after you present the other thing, which is really dumb. Killed in the very last or very same evidence room. There do seem to be too many connections for it to be coincidence. Stinger. You two make a good pair. Well, I did press everything! I did press everything! It changes after you get new information? How is that unfair? Shut your fucking mouth, Archie. It's bullshit. You can't defend this. I have to press everything like 50 times now? Game design. Can we get the information unofficially? Defending bad game design is the one crime you can commit in my chat. Who would have guessed? This is a family stream. It is a family stream. I'll cooperate, but I can't reveal the name of the victim of the department. Okay. Case information has sticky stuff. You have to do everything properly. I guess I might as well try to get what I can out of him. Well, I already know it's the ID number because it got spoiled. Poor Blue Flame was so close to the best game request. Yep, so close. So close, and it was ruined. Lunch Lady was way easier than this. That part right there was the most BS thing. You won't tell me your name after all. Or the name. You keep a tight lid on ID numbers, so don't getting your hopes up. The number is... Oh look, it's the number. We have to remember these, it drives me nuts. 82... You didn't even get anywhere close. For his super speed, he quit the stream, Mr. Rice. Feels bad. He pulled a Rice and Ellis. Mia only thinks easy games are fun. No, that's not true. This tells me something. I think. Meaning? There's a difference between challenge and frustration, Mr. Arthur. Obviously, I present the ID card. Let's not drag this out anymore. I'm just gonna start skimming through dialogues. I'm really pissed. Witness your fucking bullshit. What? Come on, hurry up. 2 places, 2 detectives. Is it mine? It's not mine. This is the ID number of our victim, Detective Goodman. Shame on you, Righto. Personal IDs are top secret. Well, I mean, it's not really my fault. That means what exactly? That ID number we just heard. It started with 82. I've forgotten. Oh my god. The number the Chief of Police gave us was 5842189.
Objection!
Wait a second, Wright. What does this mean? That's what I want to know. The 2 ID numbers are identical. In other words, detective killed in the police department's evidence room was Bruce Goodman. Oh. Wait, how does that work? He was killed in 2 different places at the same time. Detective Goodman is our victim. He was killed at 5:15 in the underground parking lot. Yet Bruce Goodman was also killed at the police department in the evidence room at the exact same time. That's impossible. The same person was killed at the same time? And in a completely different location?
Objection!
Chief, what does this mean?
Objection!
What I want to know is, why didn't I hear about this? Yes, it's top secret, fine, but I'm the prosecutor. Now just wait a second, Worthy. No need to get all flustered. Your Honor, the police department has made a grave error in this case. Scary? The oversight, the grave error. Mr. Edgeworth, they're yours. What? We informed you yesterday. I believe it was our officer Meekins who brought you the news. Look at his scary freaking pose, dude. This guy's evil as fuck. He's probably the real killer. You're a pretty princess. Thanks, Mr. Bronchosaurus. I'm a pretty salty princess. Where have we heard that name before? Wait. I remember this guy. Excuse me, but is Mr. Edgeworth anywhere on the premises? I'm here, sir. At the request of the chief, sir. No wonder she likes Fire Emblem so much. Fire Emblem's a good game. It does have some game design too, for sure. According to Meekins, you didn't accept the report. Hard to believe. But your officer, he told me. He said the report had nothing to do with the Lana Skye incident. Detective Bruce Goodman murdered in the police department evidence room. Mr. Edgeworth, the victim's name is written right on the top of the report. What didn't your officer tell me? Honestly, I'm not sure if that officer was capable of making the connection. He did seem challenged. This is a serious error, a gross negligence and duty of duty on your part, really. He's wearing gloves. Only murderers wear gloves. That's true. That's true. You're right. You're Phoenix right. We could have submitted that report this morning to the court as evidence. Okay. No such luck this time, Worthy, or should I say unworthy. Oof. Oof. We crossed the 2-hour mark a while ago. Now, what was the second rule of evidence law? Now, Mr. Wright? Huh? Oh, it's, unregistered evidence presented must be relevant to the case on trial. How is this rule relevant? Normally, you submit a list of evidence to be used in court before the trial. This report wasn't on the list. So what does this mean? I couldn't submit this evidence until a connection was proven in court. The connection was just proven by Wright over there. Good job. Well, thanks. How does Edgeworth still have his job? I don't know. Fire this man. Fire this man. It seems we have come to the end of this trial. I know you're going through a tough time, Worthy. You were even in the defendant's chair just this past December. I apologize for this terrible lack of due diligence on my part. Please, just give me one day. I'll get to the bottom of what happened. It's the last thing I'll do. You better get results this time, really. You have my profound apologies, sir. Poor Mr. Edgeworth. I don't think there's ever been an error this serious in the history of this court. I will grant one further day as the prosecution has requested. Will this be sufficient? Yes. Thank you. Whatever your punishment for this is, for your sake, I hope it's not decisive. Very well, court is adjourned. Well, okay. I guess that happened. Mr. Wright, so what's going on with the case anyway? I'm a little confused. Me too. Trust me. Trust me, me too. Well, let's see. What is going on? The victim, Detective Bruce Goodman, was stabbed to death after 5 p.m. He died in the prosecutor's parking lot and the police department's evidence room. The prosecutor's office and police department are 30 minutes apart by car. That's what we're going to find out, or at least try to. Glad she's in good spirits, but I'm not sure she's going to be much help with this. Don't be so sure, Mr. Wright. Look, we're in this together, right? I'll prove that these thick-rimmed glasses of mine aren't just for show. Science awaits us. Okay. You know, I really don't think we should worry about the police department murder. There wasn't even a body found there. Who cares? Yeah, it was our only our victim who was killed in this evidence room. No biggity. No biggity. Ugh. Lord help me. Besides, my sister would never do such a thing. I know it. That oil drum, was it empty? Yes. Bring back Maya. My sister erasing evidence in a crime scene? Never. Even though she says they don't get along, Emma really likes her sister. That's not it at all. It's just, we're both professionals at what we do, and I trust her. Big words for a high school student. Well, whether there was blood on the floor or not, the water in that oil drum washed it all away. Ignore the strength of my science at your own peril, Mr. Wright. What? This situation calls for one thing, and that is luminol testing fluid. Huh? Blood is sticky. It's sticky. Icky sticky. You can't just wash it away with a little water. Even if you cannot see it, it's still there. Wouldn't the police have already done those tests? Never trust anyone's eyes but your own, Mr. Wright. Give it a try. I'm a minor, I can't even drink yet. We're testing bloodstains with this stuff, not drinking it. I'll lend you these glasses. You had an extra pair? Whoa, red vision. To test for a blood reaction, just spray the luminol on it. Okay, cute. Press the A button to spray it on. Okay, cool. Spray. There it is. Oh, examine. I can see her eyes shining behind those glasses. You hate doing forensic science in this game? It's so ugh. Emma, you're shaking. It's just, this is my first time seeing real blood. What? You never, like, cut yourself or anything? Well, we definitely know that this is a blood stain. But doesn't something strike you as odd? What's odd about this? The amount? Don't you think there'd be a little more blood? I definitely think so. I mean, look at all the blood on the side of the victim's shoe. It is pretty strange. If they fought here, there'd have to have been more blood than this. Hey, Mr. Wright. I'm gonna mark up the floor plans where we find a bloodstain, okay? Okay, that's fine. Cool. I'm pretty handy to have around, aren't I? Yes, and this stuff's pretty handy too. Saved up my allowance to buy that. Oh good, let's just use it all right now. Spray to use. Sometimes they fail to mention evidence that doesn't fit well with their view of the case. Then let's drag that hidden evidence out into the light of day. Feels like we're really investigating a crime now, doesn't it? Guess I should give this a spray on anything suspicious. Oh man, not you. A deli box? You only trust your own eyes, huh? Not bad, you two. This day-old deli box. That kind of lead-in doesn't really get my mouth watering. Man, I'm just failing at reading everything. I'm sorry, guys. I'm tired. I'm salty still. A little bit. A tinge of salt is in my veins right now. Spray her right in the eye. Aw, she wrote her name on the bottom. That's cute. Someone used a marker to write their name on this. Emma Skye. Don't tell me you bring this with you everywhere you go. Well, you never know where something might go down. We appreciate the effort. Not immediately presenting your attorney's badge to her. I've done that a lot, actually. So what kind of a world do you think we live in? Mr. Artie, are you still here? I'm sorry for lashing out on you. Do you forgive me? Can't inspect anything else. Luminol reagent. How do I, like, present? No. How do I use it? I want to use it. I must have to brew the leaves a long time to get a rich flavor like this. What are they talking about? Oh, reagent. I'm bad. I don't know how to actually use it. Oh, maybe examine? No? Oh, here we go. Spray. Ah, this is so cool. Okay, I'm not gonna do that yet. Let's talk first. You certainly put me in a tight spot today. My apologies, Miss Star, but... No, it's okay. It was my fault. Well, yeah, we know. I witnessed everything from that security room right there. But I was afraid that wouldn't sound convincing enough, you see? I was wrong to think that. I'm sorry. Sorry, you lied on the witness stand. That's literally like a crime, I'm pretty sure. Little girl, don't forget what's important here. Even if the place I witnessed the events from was different, I still saw what I saw. I saw Chief Prosecutor Skye stab a man in cold blood, and that testimony still stands. What if he was already dead? I swear it on my honor as a detective, she stabbed Goodman. I don't know, there's a lot of things going on here. You were a detective, weren't you, Miss Star? Yes, it was a long time ago, well, 2 years ago. No matter how hardened the criminal when they faced me, they coughed it up. They confessed. They babbled like babies. You know, I may seem like a demon sometimes, but I can be an angel too. She's very two-faced, I guess you could say. I dragged the dirt out of the mouths of suspect after suspect. And before long, they called me the cough-up queen. Oh, and yeah, I thought someone had gotten food poisoning from your lunches. And you were let go, or fired? Yes. She's good cop and bad cop rolled into one. It's all because of that case, the SL9 incident. Wait, she doesn't mean... Oh, she does. Badge time. Looks like a petrified piece of provolone. Huh? It's not. It's my attorney's badge. I think a petrified piece of provolone would fetch more than to the open market. Look, my badge isn't up for sale. Not yet, at least. Not yet. Goodman's ID? Had one of those up until 2 years ago. Back when you were the cough-up queen, right? I found this ID card here in this parking lot. Well, there's no mistaking it. It's definitely Goodman's. But it's the same ID as the man who was killed at the police department. Provolone cheese. Provolone cheese. Hey, Mr. Arthur, you know what they say? It ain't easy being cheesy, am I right? Am I right? Did she get fired? Yeah, she's fired. She used to be a detective, but she got fired. By prosecutors, so she hates prosecutors now. Yeah, you don't know anything about that. What she get fired for? I'm not sure, actually. I just realized there's a handprint on here. Wait. Was this always here? That handprint right there? That wasn't always there, was it? What the heck? That was not there before. That was not there before. I'm pretty sure it wasn't there before. The music is too happy with this game? Where's the music? Yeah, this music is great. Mr. Rice, I'm so glad you're back. Parking stop. Nope. Where's the Badger music? The dreaded Badger music. What do you think about SL9? It's written on that knife. And on that note. Goodman. Goodman was the head detective on that case. Oh, of course he was. Really? That knife was evidence from the case. The murder weapon. It was due for transferal the very day that Goodman was killed. As I suspected, SL9 isn't over. Not yet. Do you think you could tell us more about the SL9 incident? It probably means we need to go here? No, really. Isn't the knife? No, it's the same. I want to know more! What the heck? It seems like... Am I missing something here? Crime photo? I could have taken that picture from the guard room, but even I get flustered sometimes. So he went straight to the scene of the crime. I rushed towards the chain-link fence in an effort to stop the murder. In other words, 5 minutes after the crime. Those 5 minutes are the whole problem. A hole in my testimony, as it were. The 5 minutes weren't the problem, Miss Star. You lying was the problem. Listen, little girl. I've had my testimony disregarded before, and I wasn't gonna have it disregarded again. Just like that time. That time. Ah, here we go, finally. That incident really opened up my eyes to the truth. We're nothing to them, disposable. 2 years ago, it was the biggest case I'd ever handled. Oh my god, the freaking marshal guy is there too? Dude, everybody's connected? It's crazy. The police and the prosecutors were desperate for decisive evidence. So they didn't solve it. On the contrary, it was solved quite cleanly. The criminal was caught and executed. Whoa. The criminal got what was coming to him. It doesn't get any cleaner than that. The only problem was they never found decisive evidence. But the criminal was executed. Executee. On the basis of evidence of a sort. Made up evidence. What? You mean they executed someone with fabricated evidence? Executee new Pokemon. Yes. The best part came several months after the trial. Every detective involved with that case was dealt with. Some were demoted to patrolmen. Others were found themselves out of a job. I Myself and one other person you know well. Exactly, Detective Jake Marshall. Oops, I mean, Police Department Security Detail Officer Jake Marshall. Ice-Q is a Pokemon there. Hey, Barry, why don't you post a picture of Ice-Q on the Discord? As professional detectives, we investigated that case from every angle. Jake was particularly something, and then it was over, and he was demoted. However, he hasn't forgotten, and neither have I. There was another side to that case, a hidden side. Cutie Fly's cute! What are you talking about, Nightmare Fuel? And no one up in their fancy offices can stop us. Those lunches you sell. There's only one reason I come to sell lunches in this accursed office. I come here to meet old friends, boyfriends that can help me investigate. You went without power for a week recently? Oh man. I'm sorry, Zephyrdome, I'm sorry. But hey, you're all good now, right? At least? Just when all the detectives on SL9 have disappeared, we find new evidence. There has to be a connection. So, Rookie, what? It seems like you're serious about investigating this case. And you should take this. Salisbury steak. Whoa. I know a certain guy who might help you if you tempt him with this treat. Excellent for putting Officer Marshall in a good mood. Ribombi is cute. Yes. Your sleep schedule's all messed up now. I'm sorry. Fix it so you can come to the stream more. Yeah? Why do you want to know? I was just wondering what happened to him. A long time ago, when he was helping my sister do cases, he was so nice. He got along so well with my sister, and it made me jealous. And he was nice to me too, back then. This would be when Officer Marshall was a detective. But now, he's so cold. Jake and I are merely cooperating on this investigation. We're putting the past to rest, as it were. Nothing more than that. I see. Thank you. Okay. Let's spray our stuff everywhere. Who knows where there could be blood? Could be anywhere. Anywhere on the floor. Anywhere. Oh, the phone. That makes sense, because she touched it, right? Mia, please. This blood must be from when Lana... No, my sister isn't the murderer! But she did call you, did she not? At the time of the crime? And her right hand is bandaged. Hey, just whose side are you on? This has nothing to do with taking sides. This means that Lana's hand had blood on it. It just keeps getting worse. Oh man. Slide to the right. Anything else? I don't think so. I have fully sprayed everywhere, so... I guess we'll move on. Hi, Prosecutor's Office. Police department entrance. Let's go to the detention center first. Don't spray everywhere, you're like a cat. Oh, jeez. You were 14. I'm only 12 and I think Emma's hot. I'm just kidding. She's cute. Mia doesn't care that Emma spent her personal money on that spray. How did you kill him in 2 places at the same time? Can you imagine? How's she supposed to answer that? Wait a second. Didn't Mr. Gant say they'd arrested a suspect? Oh, that's true. One murder at the prosecutor's office, one at the police department. He must be frozen with fear, thinking that he might be next. Oh no. Mr. Blue Flame, you missed a really bad game design. Wow, everyone looks deadly serious here. Well, there was a vicious murder of a detective down at the police department. Yes, but the same detective was also killed at the same time in the prosecutor's lot. We all know Mia has a crush on Maya. They're like sisters. Nice. You met the video? What? No? It makes my head hurt. You missed perfectly fine game design. RD, please. Well, first things first, let's go check out the police department crime scene. You sound dead set on investigating. But don't mess up, or we could wind up dead. I doubt anyone wants more mysteries or dead bodies around here right now. It doesn't look like anyone's going to help us much either. I want to examine the guard. Detective killed in the evidence room. Tell no one outside the police department. No! I told that old lady at the restaurant everything! Someone's getting into motion. My god. I know, the killer used dry ice. If you put it between the latch and the door, the room could be sealed shut. This is good. I'll win a writer's award for sure. He's not writing a report, he's writing a novel. What was so bad? It's even busier here today than it was yesterday. The detectives are running around so fast they're blurring. I suppose it makes sense. A detective did get killed here after all. The scene of the crime. According to the pamphlet we got at the front desk, here it is. She's like a kid in an amusement park. What did you miss? You missed bad game design. Oops. Spray. Really? Huh, the handprint doesn't matter, I guess. I thought it was gonna be like a blood handprint. Dude, oh man, I'm depressed. You love bad game design, though? No. Yes, there's the music. Everybody's favorite music. Speaking of dancing, the whole police department has been dancing around like crazy. Can I take out the batteries? I just can't help but feel like he's going to do something naughty. What? It's a robot, calm down. Ooh, guard station. A cactus? 2 cacti, 3, 4, 5 cacti on the screen right now. This is nuts. It's very eccentric. According to the pamphlet, this is the guard station for the evidence room. So beyond that door is the evidence room, the scene of the crime. Sure seems that way. Oh, what's wrong? It's those cacti. They're so prickly, so imposing. It's hard to think straight. Have you ever seen a real cactus before? I have. This guy is called a Westaboo. What I want to know is, if this is a guard station, where's the guard? I have a feeling I know who he is already. Well, gee, I wonder who it is. Could the outfit give you any idea here? There's a security guard uniform. That's not a uniform. Looks more like a costume. A leather jacket, leather pants, a leather... What is that called again? Punchy? Paunchy? Pinchy? Poochie! Poochie ain't stupid. Hey, maybe that wasn't it. It's a poncho, but I think I'll keep that information to myself. TV screens. Video feed from the evidence room here. There's a light blinking below the monitor. It says recording. I bet we could use this computer to check on what went in, or who went in and out of there. Leather poncho. Yipes! These sure are prickly. They must be the real deal. Why would you put your hat on a cactus? I would think just one big one would be sufficient. These cacti are a lot like my sister, actually. Ah, the cactus, truly the most tsundere of plants. Encased in a cold, rigid shell with spines pointing in every direction. Just like her. I'm not so sure I see the resemblance. It's more an attitude thing than a physical similarity. The needles hold the hat on your head. Okay, I think that's it. Let's spray. Blood on the cactus! The cactus was the murder weapon! The true murder weapon! We got a reaction. There's clearly blood around the spines here. This room's pretty messy. Someone must have tripped over something. Ketchup, welcome to the stream. Planted their head right in these spines. I think that might be more painful than being murdered. Maybe. I don't know. Anything else? What about blood on the door? Nope. Texas. Nice. And a lasso, too. Looks like it's set up to trap something. A trap here? Wait, I know. Maybe someone was trying to catch a wild bull in here. That's a cool Easter egg. The evidence room is beyond that door. Let's just walk in. It won't open. You thought it'd be open? I think we need someone's permission to go in there first. Can I just use the ID card to slide in there? Huh. This place is charged with frantic energy as always. Please! One steak lunch, please. Oh, it's you. Gumshoe, your song is amazing. I already checked the computer. It was already checked anyway. Now's no time for chit-chat, pal. I'm a busy man. What I really need is a steak lunch from Lunchland. Oh, you mean one of these? I think I just heard the sound of his heart breaking. Now's no time for despair. We caught our criminal. Now we just need evidence. The criminal, you mean? Dun 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 da da da. Yes. Who is the criminal? It's the biggest scandal to hit the station in ages. Everything's topsy-turvy. But Detective Gumshoe, who was it? All I know is I need a steak lunch pronto. No, he left. If you want to know more, head on down to the detention center, pal. Questioning should be over, so I figure he's down there having a good cry. Laters! Laters! He ran off to the evidence room. Ooh. Let's go to the, detention center. Who is it? Who is it? Is it Jake Marshall? They caught the person who stabbed Detective Goodman, didn't they? Yeah, I guess they did. Best not go too far down that road right now. Things would just get more confusing. Oh my god! Sir, that's what I'm saying. Me, a perpetrator? I'd say I was the perpetrated against, sir. Oh, yep. This guy. This guy can't kill anyone. He's too dumb. Wait, I know who you are. Officer Meekins. So you're a guard here at the detention center? No, sir, I'm not, sir. I'm a little lost patrolman, like a little lost lamb, sir. Oh, I get it. You're here to deliver a report. No, sir, how should I say this? You, Officer Meekins, you didn't, did you? Perpetrator Officer Meekins reporting, sir. Jesus. What? How could you do this, Officer Meekins? Please stop doing that. I'm a patrolman with general affairs, sir. I can hear you fine, Officer Meekins. I had some business that day, sir. So I went to the evidence room, sir. The guard station in front of the room was empty, sir. So normally there's a guard at the evidence room. That's right, sir. Because evidence is kept in the evidence room, sir. Really? Can we get that sound for chat? No. You're not listening to the stream? Barry, please! Exclamation point Meekins. Marshall? It happened. To glance at the security room, I happened to glance at the security room monitor. That's when I saw him, sir. A suspicious person in the evidence room. A suspicious person. Okay. What the heck is this guy doing? I don't understand. After that, sir, everything went white. I saw red. I blacked out. And when I came to, I was here, in the detention center. How long were you out? Days? Might I ask, what happened to your hand? There was no one to bandage me, sir. So I did what I could to wrap it up, sir. Just like Miss Skye. Yet another similarity between this case and the one at the prosecutor's office. First things first, tell us how you hurt your hand. Actually, tell us about the victim. You are the perpetrator, correct? You killed Detective Bruce Goodman in the evidence room? Sir, please don't look at me with those sad puppy dog eyes, sir. If you have to label me as a perpetrator or victim, sir, then label me victim. I would, but you happen to be in detention and alive as well. Yes, well, that's true, I suppose you could say that. Make it stop. Did you know the victim, Detective Goodman? Well, sir, if I had to label him as a stranger or a total stranger, then I'd say he leans heavily on the total stranger side. So you didn't know him. I work in a tiny department, devoid of light or other creature comforts. This guy is just too animated. I don't know any detectives. So if he was a total stranger, why did you stab him? I had no intention of killing him, sir. Nor do I have any recollection of killing him, sir. Mia's trying to kill Chad's hearing. No. I already do that with my normal voice as it is. At least someone around here is more confused than I am. Bandaged hand. Did that happen during the course of the crime? Well, you see, sir, don't you think you should just confess? But sir, but there was nothing I could do. Nothing you could do. To tell the truth, sir, when it happened. When the detective pointed that knife at me, I just hollered, sir. And the next thing I knew, I was unconscious. The next thing you knew, you were... what? And I opened my eyes. I was alone in the evidence room, sir. All alone. Alone because Detective Goodman had disappeared. What the heck? Oh, the sorrow, sir. Can you imagine how I felt? The victim's body disappeared. This is so confusing. What is happening right now? What do you have to say about my badge? Have a look at this. Go ahead, sir. Laugh. Laugh at me, sir. Huh? I know what you want to say. You're going to tell me how she has one, just like that. What? I know, sir, I know. I'm the only one without a girl with matching badges. I'm alone, all alone. Oh my god. Life isn't all about high school sweethearts and youthful romance, sir. Is he talking about those badges on our coat? He's a loner. I like to think there's a difference between my badge and a fashion accessory. Okay. What else? What else? What about a lunch? You want some food? Nope. No idea what this is. No idea what food is. Want to get matching badges? That would be cute. Can I spray you? No. On a cell phone. Goodman's autopsy. I don't think you would know anything about this. This junk. Little UFO badges. Mia's thinking like a cat again. You're a cat, Mr. Caustic. Do you think you could take a look at this? That's it, sir, that's it. My head was a blank until this very moment. I remember. You mean you remember what happened? Correct. That card was the cause of it all. This ID card? Exactly, sir. That's exactly it. Nothing could be more exact, sir. Take that thing away from him. Yeah, no joke. You didn't know they were UFOs? Catch up, please. What did you think? King of Prosecutors, a trophy. I keep pressing A to press or present. Nope, he doesn't know. Can he talk to us about crime details? Tell me what it is you do remember. You might say I'm a little lost patrolman, a lost little knight. I remember you saying this. I didn't know Mr. Detective Goodman when he was in the evidence room. And that's why you thought he looked suspicious. I entered the evidence room and asked the man to show me his ID card. That sounds pretty much by the book so far. That's right, sir. That's what I've been trying to tell you. So you asked Detective Goodman to show his ID card? What did he do? Little blobs or slimes or something? Now they're cute little UFOs from Earthbound. my favorite enemy ever. Cute and little and UFOs. So he pointed a knife at you? I was as flustered as you are right now. So I whipped and leapt at him. What? Detective Goodman pointed a knife at him. Do unto others before they do unto you. My own father's words. I just noticed, look at his ID card. He's like doing the same pose right now as this ID card. My eyes, everything went white. When I awoke, I was here. Why are you a suspect? What do you mean, Emma? Let's look at what we know. Officer Meekins didn't know Detective Goodman, and the victim whom he met at the scene of the crime didn't show his ID card. In other words, we have no way of knowing if the victim was really the victim. And if this body just disappeared from the evidence room, we don't even know if anyone actually died. This is so confusing. I did say something along those lines, but you still ended up here. You told me that it had to be him, sir, on that day at that time. Detective Goodman was definitely in the evidence room. Well, yeah, he was like transferring it or something, right? They said that? But you don't remember the events clearly. No, but the videotape is quite clear. Videotape? From the security camera. The crime, my crime, the crime I swore to stamp out. Oh man. You waited until now to tell us this? I'm sorry, I'm really sorry, sir. No, that's fine. Guess we'd better go check out the crime scene. Okay. I guess so. Hey, Mr. Wright, look who's standing at the Chief of Detectives' desk. It's Police Chief Gantz. Hello? Are you sure this is all, huh? You know what it means if there is anything missing. Sir, I'm sure it's most likely totally perfect. We checked all of his drawers, lockers, garbage cans, bags, coat pockets. Under his seat cushion, behind this computer monitor, inside his personal coffee machine. Who has a personal coffee machine? You call me right away, deal? Yes, sir. We'll scour the place again, sir. The Chief of Detectives looks a little flustered. Swim much? Oh ho ho, Chief Gant reporting for duty. Why are you saluting him? Oh my god, it's music again. You have a personal coffee machine? Is Edgeworth going to be okay? Oh, Worthy? Oh, you know, they're doing a little inquiry committee with him. Sounds like an inquisition. The Spanish Inquisition? Well, they've had no end of trouble with the boys since last year. The incident of Gourd Lake? It doesn't look good having a top prosecutor sit in the defendant's seat, does it? And you got something else found guilty in that case, right, Righto? Von Karma. A legend he was. Oopsie daisy. But in court you fixed it, so he was caught for forging evidence. I didn't do anything wrong. He did forge evidence. In any case, the prosecutor's office is in a bit of a turmoil, you might say. They'd do just about anything to restore their reputation. Depending on what the inquiry committee decides, it could be bad for Worthy. What? Oh no. Oh no. It's downright odd, I tell you. The detective getting killed on their turf too, I mean. They're being the prosecutors, I assume? Scientifically speaking, it's impossible. Yes, but that's what the evidence is saying. Goodman was stabbed in 2 locations at the same time. That's what it says. I can't give away all our secrets like that. Man, you suck. And this in particular, well, is a little sensitive. The way his hair is like, it looks like it's more dyed. Like, I thought he was like aging, but it's like perfectly aged. Like in a specific pattern. Like he dyed his own hair white or something. I wasn't expecting much anyway. You know, one thing I hate most of all is the hiding stuff. Secrets, can't stand them. But you know, it's a full-time job. Just keeping the chief of detectives trapped shut. He was the one you were picking on earlier. You saw that? Whoops! I wonder what it was like. Or what it was that he wanted the chief of detectives to do. Let's see if we can kind of discreetly ask him. With evidence, my badge. I keep hitting the wrong button. I was wondering, could you take a look at this? Aw, he doesn't want to say anything about my badge. The guy who can't sit still, Detective Gumshoe. What about Goodman? Nope. That's lame. Oh gosh darn it. SL9? No? Wait, how did I skip that? What? Oh, I didn't skip it. Show him the badger. Nope. I guess I can't show him anything. He doesn't want to talk to me. It's not fair. Guys, he's being mean. Sorry you had to see that. What exactly did the chief of police want you to do? That's Goodman's desk. He wanted me to check it for anything that might be a clue. It took away every last piece of garbage in the trash can. Okay. Except for this. He kept something. It's not important. He didn't even finish writing it. It's a lost item report, but it's only half complete. Did Detective Goodman lose something? The date on it is February 21st. Okay. The police department crime scene. Permission to enter, sir. Well, I never thought the day would come when Wright asked me for help. I was wondering if we could investigate the evidence room. I don't need to investigate after all. Do I look like a selfish man? If anyone asks me, sir, can I borrow $50? I give them $50, no problem. So go ahead, investigate that room to your heart's content. You never know until you ask. The killer was Von Karma. Here, you can borrow this. Hey, this is the detective's ID card, is it not? It's a special card for guests. Don't lose it. It's an honor. Just run along now and do your best. Laters! Okay. Looks pretty cool on my lapel. Lapel. Doesn't it? Just think a real ID. Yes, sir, because, sir, we get to go into the evidence room now, sir. I think this place is a bad influence on this girl. Let's go, let's go. Oh. Never mind. I don't know where I'm going, apparently. What? Oh, maybe I inspect the door? Can you borrow my heart for eternity? Ketchup, as long as you're in the stream, you will always have a piece of my heart. Let's just walk in. It won't open. Aha! The card reader is turned off. What is that security guard thinking? Howdy, partners. Of course. This guy is an awesome theme. You can have it for about a week. What is your Brachiosaurus, please? Why does it have to be him look for? As you may have surmised, this is my saloon. We're here to investigate the crime scene. Yeehaw! That card you got there on your chest. That's better than a sheriff's badge around these parts. Yeehaw? What are you standing there for? Get along, little doggies. Looks like the card reader's on again. I was wondering if we could ask you some questions. You're busy then? Did I say that? I only said I didn't wish to speak with you. Actually, you said you had no mind to tangle with us hombres. Let me inspect the stuff here. Bruce Goodman, date 221, date lost 221. ID 59, scratched out. So he didn't have his ID? Because he didn't know it? That's weird. You should change your name to Mustard Woo. Mr. Rice, are you enjoying your time? What do you think about my badge? Sheriff's back in the Wild West didn't place much faith in evidence. Their shooting hand. This is neither wild nor west. Okay. Looks like we need some evidence to get anywhere near with this guy. This music still doesn't fit. It's his Wild West theme, dude. What are you talking about? Have a steak. That smell reminds me of Texas. So, Officer Marshall, you're from Texas? No, I just saw a special on television the other day. Your baby? What's this? What? What's wrong? Scary music? A filet steak lunch. I see. I don't see. I wonder what it means. We're a long way from Texas. Alright, Bambina, you win. Ask munch 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 nom 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 nom. Finally, it seems like he's willing to talk. Badge. Nope. Mia's still going. Yeah, I guess we probably should stop. I was trying to get to the next, like, part, like, to be continued part, but I don't know if we can make it. It's taking a long time. Now let's talk to him. Officer Marshall, you're in charge of security for the evidence room, right? You got good eyes, partner. It's an easy job, and I'm grateful for it. Actually, Officer Meekins at the detention center told us. That poor little doggy. Poor guy, I keep getting his name wrong and calling him Meekly. He said that when the stabbing occurred, you weren't at your station. Well, maybe I shouldn't be telling you this. But since I got demoted from detective 2 years ago, Well, it might not look it, but I lost my fire for this job, you know? So what were you doing around 5:15? Murdering, perhaps? Galloping down the highway on the back of my steed. Note, he was riding down the highway on his horse named Zippy. There's no need for people here anyway. Okay, well, I mean, there was, because someone got murdered here. These newfangled machines do a bang-up job of keeping an eye on the place. A security camera system? I don't take to machines much. I kind of like that stewed broccoli they sneak in next to your steak, you know? What? Miss Starr told us something. She said that you were a detective until 2 years ago. It was always my dream to be a rawhide wrangler on the scene of a crime. That's all gone now, like a drinking hole in a prairie fire. You're still investigating the SL9 incident with Miss Starr, are you? That was my case. It's all solved on the record books. But it smells like a bad game of poker. I can't let it go. That's all there is to it. What kind of case was it anyway? We've heard the name so many times, but no one tells us what actually happened. There are some things you're better off not knowing, Bambina. Anyway, that case is officially dead as of 2 days ago. The day of our case. That's right. The evidence transferals. Edgeworth was talking about the transferals too. What's going on here? I know what maybe 2 of the machines in here do. Only 2 of them? Like I said, Bambina, me and machines, well, I like them about as much as I like stewed cauliflower with my steaks. The easiest ones to understand are these here security cameras. Those are the ones that Officer Meekins mentioned. If nothing happens, the tapes are automatically erased every few hours. And Officer Meekins and Detective Goodman are the only one... Are they on one of those tapes? I reckon they might be. You're the security guard and you reckon? One more thing. When you go into the evidence room, you need an ID card. But Bruce Goodman didn't have his ID card. The card reader leaves a record of every ID card that passes through. 7777777. Really? Canon! God damn it! So this is the ID card record. I've seen that somewhere before. Sorry, Bambina, I can't show you more than that. Huh? I haven't heard whether this is related to the case yet. Mr. Wright, I saw a number on that record just now. I've seen that number before. Yeah, Bruce Goodman's number was on there. Maybe there's some way I can prove the record is tied to the stabbing. Could you explain what this whole transferal thing is about? We keep only evidence from solved cases in this room. They're kept here under the presiding detective's supervision. Cannon is the murderer. Confirmed. Case closed. So we can reinvestigate them if it turns out there was a mistake, you see? So what happens to the evidence after 2 years? It goes to sleep, forever, in the underground vault at the county sheriff's department. That's what we call transferal. We do it every February. Transferal is like a funeral for old cases. 2 years after a case is solved, it's closed forever, dead. Never to be reopened again, never to be reinvestigated. And that happened to SL9 2 days ago. Can I present anything here? No, it seems not. Maybe the ID. See this? This is the victim's ID card. The one that was on the ground in the parking lot. The number on this is 584-2189. Officer Marshall, show us that ID card record again. The fourth number! It's a perfect match! It was used at 5:14 p.m., right before the stabbing. What's more, there's only one of them cards in the world. So when the incident occurred, Detective Goodman was in the evidence room. But wait, what did Officer Meekin say? He entered the evidence room and asked the man to display his ID card. So he came in after Goodman. So that means Meekin's number is the one after his? Why would he have pointed a knife at Officer Meekin's? I guess I can give you this ID card. Awesome. I got an idea. Maybe I should show this list to other people with IDs here. That number is on there twice. And then this friggin' 7777777. Like, seriously? Oh my goodness. Evidence room. Oh, snap. Oh man. I need to stop. I need to stop. The investigation must be over here. So this is the evidence room. It really is kind of like a graveyard. Graveyards are supposed to have grass and trees. This feels like a morgue. Nice try, Mr. Wright. You can't scare me. Gumshoe. Eek. Whoa. What? Sorry, I thought you were a ghost. I wouldn't recommend going around smacking ghosts on the head, pal. So is it true what I heard? $50? Yeah, it's true. So Chief of Police can't. Will loan anyone $50? Even me? So that's what you were talking about. Actually, I was put in charge of the investigation for today. Just for today? Boss for a day? But guess what? You got permission from the chief, so now you're a boss for today. First of all, you'll want to have this. Floor plans. Oh man, oh man. Okay, you know what, I'm gonna stop here. I have to pick somewhere to stop, and we're not gonna get to the next part, it seems. We'll stop here with Gumshoe's music going on. Oh, what will we find in the evidence room? Find out next time on Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney. This case is crazy. It's crazy. I'll see you guys tomorrow morning with more Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney. I hope you have a good day. Be safe, please. Please be safe. And I'll see you later. Bye-bye.